If you just tuned in, National University won a crucial match against Adamson University in 4 very exciting sets. And in 2 of those sets that they won, obviously they won 3-1. In 2 of those sets, Noreen, they came from behind to snatch it.
Especially you were talking about the first set earlier. I think you said they were down 2-11, something like that. And they really, obviously, NU wanted or knew how important that game was. They played with a lot of heart. They did something extra special. And they were able to win that game.
That's it. That's special. You gotta love wins like that.
Yeah. And it makes it, funny. It makes it more, the standings more complicated with that win.
Us as spectators, Noreen, we're all winners because of them. It toughens up the job, but again, miscommunication. Caballero and Dusaran there, not talking. But the fans winning out and, with everything that's happening here in the season. A banner season for the league, and we've said this in previous years that it's just going to get better for volleyball. This is not one of those things na isang bugso tapos it will fizzle out. We said it 2 or 3 years ago. We don't see it fizzling out. We see it really reaching heights that we've never seen before. And that's what Saturday was all about. It's not a culmination, as I said. It's a byproduct, and it's just the beginning of bigger things for Philippine volleyball in general, most especially UAP volleyball.
You know what's nice is remember that first weekend where all the matches went into 5 sets, and we said
it's a sign of things to come.
Exactly.
It's exactly how I ended that broadcast on Saturday. That's saying, we saw it coming. The 5-set weekend on opening weekend was a portent of things to come, really, as this lead is up at 5-4. The Golden Tigresses down a set. Miscommunication, medyo mataas para kay Giselle. Hindi nagkaamuyan si Winnet and Giselle C.
Well, but credit also to Jessie De Leon for actually intimidating the spikers of FU.
I think Jessie has good volleyball instincts. She seems to be a natural volleyball player. She just has to really work on her conditioning. A very young body as we see, obviously. But she has good instincts there in the net. 19-12. Let's listen in to FEU.
Winnet, di ba? Na-block. Takbuhan mo na rito. Simple lang eh. Di ba? Pagkatapos nun, nawala na tayo. Nablock ka lang minsan ayaw mo na approach. Kung nakita mo na ron, nagsiksikan na rin yung 3 blocker. Kitang-kita mo na rin. Dapat umistep ka na ron. Nakita mo ron, istad na ron. Ha? Ganun, hindi lagi naroon ang pwesto.
Malayo pa yan. Receive muna tayo. Receive muna.
Biggest lead of the game for UST at 7, 19-12.
Well, you were talking about Jessie De Leon earlier. I remember during one of the huddles, a couple of games back, and Coach Oji was telling Jessie, "Wag ka parang short of saying, don't get bullied by your teammates. You gotta stand your ground." Because obviously she's I think, freshman.
No, Jessie? Are you talking about Jessie? She's playing in her 2nd year.
Just a sophomore. So, syempre, pa rin siya, medyo quiet, timid, and that's the best way that Coach Oji put it. Huwag ka magpapabully by your teammates.
13 serving 19. It is Winnet Eulalio back on deck.
Good serve.
Caballero still cannot get a point from her attacks. Oh, chance ball for UST. Lantin, quickly to De Leon. Kinapos. Oh, wow.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
I
can't repeat it. The way he did.
Yeah.
Sinabi lang niya kay Jessie, paluin mo, pero bahala na kayo mag-interpret kung paano niya sinabi.
It wouldn't have the same impact.
Not at all. Nice serve. Great dig by Banatigla. Caballero still cannot buy a point. Pasas. Oh, that's misreceived. Again, low percentage reception. Tinatawag natin grade school
nga
reception, yung chop.
Tsaka,
Dapat, uso yan dati nung panahon ni Ian Laurel kasi mabigat pa yung bola. Pabayaan mo na ako, Norin. Ipaubaya mo na sa akin. Okay lang yan. But obviously, yung mga ganyan ngayon, kaya mo nang anuhin, di ba, with your fingers. As Caballero
but you
still
know,
cannot get a point. Yes.
For me, Boom, no, that rule that when they introduce that you can actually start receiving with your hand that you're setting. There are two things there.
Okay, sige. Two
diba?
arguments?
Two arguments.
Okay.
One is, yes, it's good because it gives you more options, okay? But second is sometimes, or a lot of times, these players, they rely on that, na nawawala na yung novelty of receiving. They call it dig pass.
Oh, yes. Sorry to interrupt you, Nori.
No, it's
but
okay.
Giselle C. using her fingers in that sequence to find this spot. Again, disguising it so well. But I get what you're trying to say, na baka umasa na sila na umasa ng ganun, na yung original way, from a purist standpoint of the dig pass. Baka maging lost art ba? Ganun ba?
Hindi naman kasi
Kailangan pa rin.
it'll never go away kasi if you have strong spikes, ouch, if you receive it.
Imagine those old white balls and you receive it that way. Tinidor. Tinidor ang aabutin. Tinidor sa daliri. 21 serving 16 now. It has been a UST-dominated set.
Well, obviously, you can see here in the second set, UST has been receiving way better than they did in the first set.
And just as you say that, Caballero could not get a step to that ball. Caballero still searching for some rhythm here.
Soul searching.
Boy, I loved watching her that Saturday where she was just, you know, she looked like Tiger Woods, bumping her fist all throughout that match, really showing a lot of fight against National University. And Caballero and Dusaran, Coach Oji here at the sideline hollering.
You know, I saw also in
livid.
Well, of course, I saw in some UST title.
Well,
talk about it again later.
Let him explain it.
Ba't hindi ka na nakapalo? Hingi lang ng bola, sipagan mo lang. Hindi naman lahat ng papaluin mo, running lang. Pero kung mag-be quick may option tayo dito, ha? Butod, masyado kayo nakasiksik. Ikaw na mag-organize, sabihan mo na tong teammate mo. Ha?
One good receive!
One good receive!
Tigers! Win!
They are 4 points away from knotting up our sets. This is as we said, the longer second set, as we mentioned earlier, in full support ang FEU community.
I was saying earlier
Yes,
that during one of the huddles, the assistant coach actually pulled Judy Caballero aside and trying to talk to her, get her going.
Ito pa yung sinabi niya no timeout. Hindi naman kailangan laging running. Mag-be quick ka naman. Pumunta sila doon sa running. Nasaraduhan sila ni Vargas doon.
Well, you know, obviously that's the first option of Ortiz. So the blockers will check that. So that Coach Oji did the right thing by reminding his girls that you have other options.
But the painful part about that is that's where they went.
Yeah.
And you know that Ortiz is, 9 out of 10 times she will go for that running attack. Oh, great dig by C. Vargas sends it over. Chance for UST. Unable to disguise it well was Lantin. Vargas puts it away, and they have chased UST here in the second set. Down by as much as 7. Now behind by a whisker of a point.
FEU, they're blocking better. And again, UST, they were receiving better, but I guess the options in terms of offense, which Coach Oji tried to tell them, so that as to get one over the blocker, they should actually follow.
Another chance here. Oh whoa.
What's going on here?
Well, that's Vargas for you. She will whack that ball in any shape or form, and sometimes, di ba? Talagang...
She will really go for it.
She
Pero kung
will.
nag-miss it, talagang
Malayo.
home run.
Oo.
Oh, good save.
Look at that effort from Giselle C. Lantin, Tunay on a combination play. That is the first time that UST used that play, Nori.
And you know, now they should realize that, oh, what Coach Oji was saying was true. We have to vary or variate our plays, not just go to the running, not just go open. You're receiving well, eh. You have so many options.
The lead goes back to 3. 2 points away from tying it all up. Will there be another chase from FEU? Delayed by the block. Open to Banaticla. Cross court! Oh, out.
You know, if that did not catch the net, that would have gone in.
She had the right idea, though, Norino.
That's right. She was trying to actually outwit the defense of FEU.
Palma now serving. 21-23. Tunay. Triple block.
Wow.
But a misreception by Basas gives UST a set point here.
But don't you just love it when, you know, these unsung heroes are the ones who actually perform well for the squad? Normally we talk about UST, Banaticla, Ortiz, Caballero. Then you have a Tunay who scores so many points.
It's what they need, really.
That's
and
right.
Jesse De Leon and Tunay to contribute. Remember, Mela Tunay is still playing with a little bit of a rib injury.
Oh. Well, hats off to her. Obviously, she's playing with the heart right now.
22, serving 24. Delaying the march to the second set win, if it will end up as a win for UST. Vargas. Back to Tunay. Why not? Agno with some great effort. And the joust. No words can describe what the Lasal Lipan native just did there to keep that play alive. Incredible effort by Christine Agno.
One good receive. Kombinasyonan mo, tatlong spiker natin. Okay? Pag may umaatake, coverage, pero may maiiwan isa. Bakit? Kasi salo yung block nila, umu-over na sa mga taas. Ha? Guys, ayan! Last one tayo! Last one! Vargas! Okay, mag-isip!
That elusive point that UST is trying to score. Again, up 7, as much as 7 here in the second set.
Obviously, Coach Oji is telling them they only need 1 point.
Diba? The Olongapo City native talking to that ball, psyching herself up.
Good serve.
Carl Malone style. Caballero. And Agno pops it right back up. Rojas. Easy pickings for UST. Ortiz. Buhay pa. But Ortiz puts it away, and in the process gives her team that second set win. And now we have a ball game. 25-23 here in the second set.
That's right. Well, UST woke up somehow there in that second set.
We'll be back with our third set here at the Volleyball Central in San Juan.